Hello everyone, it's Vicki here today designing for Pinkfresh Studio, and I am focusing on this paper called My Favourite, and it's covered completely in frames. I cut them out before I started the video just so that you wouldn't have to watch that, but yeah, I cut out all of the frames. I don't use them all, but I use most of the whole ones. And so what I decided to do is to put them on my page in rainbow order. So this is kind of a loose rainbow. You know, rainbow is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So I sort of follow that colour with the colours that I've got and put them across the page so that they're all overlapping. And I've just got a photo of me in the woods in fall, and I thought it would look quite nice with these colours. So pull out my ink cubes, and I've got 6 colours there to match the frames. This first one is called Berrylicious, and I just put some on packaging and onto the paper. I've just got thick white cardstock, so there's nothing, there's no gesso on this page because I'm not putting a whole lot of water on. The second colour is Coral Reef. I'm just putting it down. I'm not being really tidy with it. Lots of it will be covered up. I just want to have that hint of colour coming out from behind. The third is Peach Fuzz. And this next one is called Ocean Breeze. That's my sort of greeny colour. And then we've got Storm, which is more of a navy blue. It goes well with that one frame that I've got there. And then the final colour is Soft Lilac, which is going with these lilac-y frames that we've got at the end. So there we go, that's nice and colourful, a bit messy, but it looks nice and colourful, and that's what I'm going to use as the base for my frames. So I'm going to rearrange those frames on here, and what I realised is actually I should have done the bigger colours to the left maybe, because I've got more frames in those colours, but that's okay, it turns out well in the end, so I'm fine with that. So here we go. Just putting everything on, and you can see that most of that colour is covered up, but there's enough showing through that gives you a nice good sense of the mixed media behind it. Okay, so I'm happy with how the frames look, and I'm going to start to stick them down. So I'm just pulling out first of all the flat ones, and I'm going to stick those, sorry, the ones behind, so I'm going to stick those flat. So I'm just using some Scotch tacky glue in my fine liner bottle, and that just sticks them down. It sticks to mixed media pretty well as well. So I'm going to skip through this in a moment, but what I do once I've put the flat ones down is I also put the ones that are on top on some foam. So I've just got some sticky back foam I just get from the craft shop or on Amazon, wherever I am at the time. And it's funny colours, but you don't see it once I stick them on. So here we go. So all those on top will go onto foam, and all the ones underneath will go onto, will just be stuck to the page. So there we go, I've skipped through. They're all stuck down now. That's the last one going down. And so they're not moving. So now you can see that that mixed media is showing, but it doesn't look quite as messy as it did before. Okay, so here we go. So what I want to do is, with my embellishments, I want to also do tone on tone so that they continue the rainbow theme. So I'm just picking out some embellishments from the die cuts and the Puffy Stickers and the Chipboard Flair, all of those things. Enamel Dots later, so they'll all come out, you'll see, as I put them down. So yeah, so a couple of the frames I'm treating as little frames and putting things in them, and a couple will be left blank because I didn't want to overdo it. You don't want to have too many embellishments, although I could go on forever. Everything matches, it's perfect, but had to rein myself in a little bit. This paper is called Oh So Delightful, and I just cut out one of the little jackets here and a camera in the sort of indigo purpley colour. So I'm just going to put those over there. And now I'm just cutting the border off of some of the die cuts, just so that they match in with the pieces that I cut out from the paper. So I'm just going to cut the border from the squirrel and also from the acorn and the umbrella. So this is my second layout in a row that I've put squirrels on, not just for Pinkfresh, but I have a real love of squirrels. I think they're just the cutest little things. And we live in the countryside, so we have lots and lots of wildlife around, so I see them all the time. Okay, so here we go, that's the umbrella. And just cutting this camera out because I didn't do it before, but that's a nice easy cut out there. Okay. So next I'm pulling out the chipboard flair, and I'm going to use a few in the matching colours on there. That one says fall, excuse me, and this one says simple joys, and the third one just has an acorn on it. And they look pretty good there, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm pulling out the cardstock stickers. Do I use anything from there? Yep, that one says present in this moment and is the right colour for going over there. All the sentiments seem to work. I've got quite a generic picture, so I can use any of them that I want to really. So that works really well. Okay, so I'm just building a little mini cluster there on that big frame up there. I'm just going to cut out the border as well on this die cut. I skipped through with the power of video. Okay, so now I'm going again to start sticking things down, and some things I stick flat and some things again I stick onto foam. So I'm going to skip through that in a few moments so that you don't have to watch that whole process. But yeah, I think most of the things go onto foam, some don't, depending on where they are on the page already. Okay, so now everything is stuck down, just this umbrella going down last, which I fiddle with a little bit to get right. And then I'm going to back my photo. So I've got a white frame on my photo, which I feel is a bit big, so I cut some more of that off. I don't want to cover too much of the embellishment that I did below, so so I don't want to make the photo too big. So here we go. I'm matting it with this paper from the 6x6 paper pad, which is sort of an ombre green blue colour, so it matches in really well with where I'm going to put the photo. And I distress the edges of the photo mats just for a bit of extra texture there. And here come the enamel dots. Everything just matches so perfectly, and as I said before, I really have to rein myself in sometimes and think, no, less is more. Maybe one day I'll do a layout and it will be more is more, and then it will be crazy heavy. So, okay, so I'm just sticking down the photo to the page, just over those frames there. And I'm getting pretty close to the end, actually, I think. What am I doing here? Just some puffy florals to finish it off. What would be a page without florals, huh? So, yeah, I think that's it. Upcoming is the final layout. There it is. I didn't put an actual title on this because it was so generic and I had all the little words, so I thought that they worked pretty well for it and I didn't need a title. But that's the final layout. You can see some close-ups coming up as well here. Please do let me know if you have any questions. I'll link up all the products I used in the description. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Vicki for Pinkfresh Studio. Bye-bye.